Welcome to another Super Deluxe Edition unboxing video. Today we're going to take a look at the Super Deluxe Edition of Talking Heads' debut album, Talking Heads 77. So this is a 3 CD and Blu-ray deluxe set, Super Deluxe Edition, and it comes in this book format. There's a backing sheet here which tells you exactly what's going on. So disc 1 is the original album, remastered. Disc 2 are a selection of rarities, most of which have been previously released, but there's a couple of new ones. Disc 3 is a completely unreleased live at CBGB from this era, so 10th of October 77. And then the Blu-ray contains an Atmos mix and the previous 5.1 mix as well. So 4 discs in this set. So it comes in this book packaging. Now, one of the talking points of this particular set on SD has been the price. It's very expensive. It's over £80 in most places in the UK. In fact, on Amazon at the moment, this is £100, this box set. So why is it so expensive? Well, it's it's hard to justify, to be honest. However, having received these the other day, we're shipping these this week for SD shop orders. I was surprised to see how big it is. Now, you can't really tell unless you have something to compare it with. So let's take a look at the CD from back in 2009, I think it was, when it got reissued originally. So there's the CD and the DVD that came out in Europe. There was a dual disc in America. They didn't have a 2-disc version, but that's the CD size, so that gives you an idea of scale. If we compare, this is what I thought it was going to be like. This is a standard case-bound book, DVD sized product here. So you can see there it's significantly bigger than that. And if we compare it to the recent Stop Making Sense Deluxe Edition, which was already bigger than normal, it's still quite a lot bigger than that. So it's, it's massive, basically, this book. I mean, it's bigger than A4. Here's final comparison. There's an A4 sheet of paper. So it's a big book. Slightly odd that it is so big, but I guess if they do all the albums this size, it will look okay on your shelf. Let's have a look how they do the discs. So there's discs 1 and 2, the CDs. They come on these floating button things. So this is actually a better way to store the CDs, much better than having the old slots. So I think this is part of the reason why it's probably quite expensive. This is a sort of reasonably premium way of doing the discs. And at the back here, we've got the 3rd disc, the live disc, and then the Blu-ray has a slightly different look to it. But apart from that, there's not actually that much to this box set. It's just quite a good book. So every band member writes something about their memories of the album. Then Ed Stasium, who was the engineer on the original record, and he's done the new Atmos mix. He gives some notes on recording at the end, and then there's various credits. So because this book is quite big, obviously, all the photos and everything look good in this book. So it starts off with Tina Weymouth, and I think hers might be the longest text here. So this is all her writing. So, it was pretty good, getting it from the horse's mouth, the kind of band themselves, rather than some third party writing about them. Then we've got Chris France here. So he gives his thoughts as well. And Jerry Harrison. And at the end, we've got a fairly short one from David Byrne. It's like less than 2 pages. But it's well laid out and it's quite evocative of the era. Lots of this kind of stuff, original scribbles, notes, lyrics, all that kind of stuff. So Ed Stasium, he goes into detail about the recording. And then there's some extra pictures at the end. And there we have it. So, it's definitely a good package. Whether it's priced correctly is another matter. The one point of interest is on the Blu-ray, you do get the old 5.1 mix which was done by Jerry Harrison and E.T. Thorngren. However, if we look back to the original reissue, there was 2 bonus tracks in 5.1 on this particular reissue. One of them was Uh-Oh, Love Comes to Town, an alternate mix of that, the first track on the album. And the other one was a 5.1 mix of Psycho Killer Acoustic, which was the B-side of the original single. Those 2 5.1 mixes aren't on the new Blu-ray, so that seems a bit strange. They haven't bothered to include them. The other thing that isn't included is any videos. This is obviously a Blu-ray disc. On the DVD that came with this set, you got a couple of videos. Yeah, concert videos pulled up, and I feel it in my heart. So they haven't been ported to the Blu-ray, so there's no video content on this Blu-ray. It's a pure Blu-ray audio, bearing in mind that this was very cheap at the time. This CD plus DVD, the CD is obviously the same as the CD in here, except this is remastered, and then the DVD element has the 5.1 mix on here, plus 2 extra 5.1 mixes which aren't included on here, and 2 videos which aren't included on here. You obviously get the new Atmos mix on this disc, so that's a big draw. But yeah, kind of unfortunate that they didn't sort of pull everything off of this. And that's basically it, Talking Heads 77. Hopefully future reissues will be the same format and we won't get a kind of REM style chopping and changing. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing video. If you have, why not subscribe to the Super Deluxe Edition YouTube channel for more great physical music unboxed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.